Hello everybody, my name is Hadi and in this video I'm gonna talk about linear equations. If you remember about the equation is equality of two expressions. If I have 5x plus 1 is an expression and let's say 2x plus 3 is another expression, equality of between these two we call it equation. Or in the simpler formats, if I write x minus 3 is equal 5. Again is an equation. X minus 3 is left side, 5 is another expression in the other side. The equality of these two, we call it equation. In this equation, we have only one variable, which is x, and the exponent of x is 1. So it's a first degree equation. This type of equation, we call it linear equations. And because we have only one variable, we call it linear equation in one variable, or one variable linear equations. This type of equations, we can solve it and we can find the value for x, or in other words, we can find the value for x when we substitute left side and right side be equal. If you remember, for solving this one, we should isolate variable in one side and constant in the other side. So in this case, I can move this negative 3 from left to right, then x gonna be 5 plus 3, or x is gonna be 8. X equal 8 is the solution of this linear equation. It means if instead of x I substitute 5, then left side and right side gonna be equal. As you see, linear equations in one variable, we can solve them and we can find the result. Now, sometimes we have linear equations in two variables. As an example, x plus y is equal to. Again, this one is a linear equation because the exponent of x and exponent of y is 1. But we have two variables. So we call it linear equations in two variables. Different with the previous equation, linear equation with one variable, that we can solve it and we can find the value for x. In this type of equation, we cannot solve it and find value of x unless we know that the value of y, because we have two variables. If I don't know the value of y, I cannot find the value of x, or vice versa. If I don't know the value of x, I cannot find the value of y. For this specific situation, as an example, if I know x is equal 1, then instead of x, I can substitute 1 in the linear equation. 1 plus y is equal 2. Then if I move the 1 to the other side, then I can say y is equal 2 minus 1, or y is equal 1. So for x equal 1, y will be 1. For different value of x, I can find different result for y. But in this equation, x plus y equal 2, if instead of x I substitute 1, and instead of y I substitute again 1, then 1 plus 1 is going to be 2. The left side and right side are going to be equal. So x equal 1 and y equal 1 is the solution of this equation. And if you remember the rectangular coordinate system in the previous videos, x equal 1 and y equal 1 is a point that we can show with coordinate of 1 and 1. And we can locate this point in the rectangular coordinate system, x and y, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if you remember, x1, y1 is in the first coordinate, first quadrant, and if I graph vertical line from x1 and a horizontal line from 1, y, this is the point 1 and 1. Now, For different value of x, I can find different value for y. As an example, if I give 2 for x, if I give 2 for x, then y gonna be, if I move this 2 to the other side, 2 minus 2, y gonna be 0. So again, we have another point, 2 and 0. Again, I can graph this point in the rectangular coordinate system. X, 2, y, 0 is gonna be here. Okay? Now, as you see, for the linear equation in 2 variables, we have unlimited answers. Okay? For different value of x, we can find different result for y. And if we locate all of these points, and we connect this point, all of these points gonna be line up and is gonna make a straight line. Now, this is one format, and the general format of linear equation in 2 variable, we will have one format is ax plus by is equal c, which we call it the standard format. The other format y is gonna be mx plus b, which we call it a slope y-intercept format. And I will explain each of these format in detail in the separate video, and I will show them how we can solve each of these formats. I hope you enjoy this video and this video will be useful for you. See you in the next videos, which I'm gonna explain each of these formats. Bye for now.